Okay, is there anything incriminating behind me? Alright, how's it going? Today I'm going to be gripping a board that I got from a raffle after winning second place in a skate contest. Yeah, I got second place at a skate contest. It was pretty great. It was pretty awesome. I felt really excited about all that. If there isn't a video link anywhere on this video, then that's probably because I haven't uploaded the video yet because I haven't gotten around to it. But maybe at some point there will be a link either here in the corner or at the end of the video. But anyways, on to the reason why we're here at this video. So it's a little bit of a short story and I'll try to make it quick. I entered a raffle. I won a DGK board. It was this one. But some other kid won this board, the Beetlejuice welcome board. And I gotta say, this board is pretty freaking sick. But I went over to the kid that won the welcome Beetlejuice board and I offered him to see if he'd want to trade. And luckily enough, he did. And now I have this welcome Beetlejuice board. So we're here so I can show you how I'm going to style the grip on this board. So I thought I could record and show you guys that process. And maybe along the way you guys get some ideas. If you have a Beetlejuice welcome board and you don't know how to grip it, maybe you could get some ideas from how I do it. So here it is. Here's a Beetlejuice board. So I have a few tools with me already here. Shortly before just starting to do this, I already made some marks for how I'm gonna line this out. Because the basic idea, we're gonna have like a strip of purple right here, no grip tape. We're definitely going to frame out this picture because that's obviously. And then we're going to have a strip right here so that the Beetlejuice shows. And then another one for the welcome because I love how the welcome lettering looks on this board. So yeah, let's start the time lapse. And what I've done with the grip tape here, this one kind of has some dotted lines. So I cut along those lines straight across to kind of give me a straight edge. So from here, I think I'm going to cut to the nearest dotted line. We can't have less. Better to have more than have less. It's just like elementary all over again. Cut on the dotted line. That seems pretty straight. I mean, as straight as I can get. It'd be nice if I had like something.
Light bulb.
I just thought of this. I got this X-Acto sharp knife. So I went from the dotted line and I marked half an inch from both sides. So now that we got our markings, line it up, hold it down, and then we just start cutting. And I think that is a pretty straight line. Oh yeah, that's real good. Yep, I like that. That was a good idea. So this is going to sit right there. And that'll be the first bit of grip tape that we put on this board. Alright, so let's peel this thing off and get it on there. Paper is off. It's go time. Oh shit. Hold on. Wait. Oh god. I think I should have done something else that I thought of initially. Something about this doesn't look right. Oh my god. Alright, we're just gonna full send it, I guess. Oh, that's terrible, dude. That did not go at all how I wanted it to. Why is it so hard? Oh god, I don't think this is gonna stick anymore. Oh well, if it starts peeling off later on, then I can always just replace it, I guess. Holy shit, this grip tape is fucked up. I'm gonna try a different angle. Holy hell, dude. Okay, there we go. I think I got it now. Alright, it's set and everything looks straight. This might be a lot of work for this, but I definitely think it'll be worth it. Okay, so now somehow I have to cut out a square of grip tape and cut out perfectly a square so that this will be showing. If you're asking me how I'm going to do that, I have no idea. Alright, first things first, we're going to mark the edges of the board to have a point of reference. Alright, so now let's take everything that we learned and apply it. Alright, I was about to say it's okay to cut to the next dotted line, but this has to be exact, so we can't do that. Okay, now we got our piece. Right there's good. Now on to the harder part. How am I going to cut this square out? Yeah, 7 3/18 high, and then this way is 5.5. Okay, so from the top it's going to be half an inch. So right about there. Right about there. Okay, so from these markings, now I just need to make a square within those points. Alright, so after many minutes of head scratching and figuring stuff out, I cut out a little square that's perfectly in line with this picture, so I can use this as a point of reference. So I kind of did that, and now I have 4 points on where the cutout square I made should sit. So I think first I cut out the top part. Okay, so we cut through. Alright, making sure everything's lined up. Press down and give it a cut. Alright, and now I should be able to cut to the edges of where I cut on those sides, and that should be... Okay, and then we cut the other side. And I think that is it. Hold on, it's still grabbing on right here a little bit. There it is. Okay, so that should be it. That should cover this perfectly then. So ideally, I want there to be no purple at all, just like a white border. It seems like that is exactly what I got. So I think the idea here is to do like a band-aid technique. I'm going to try to just cut the paper, not the grip tape. Here's what I mean when I say the band-aid technique. I don't know if you've put on a band-aid before or not, but you pretty much peel one side and then you put it on and then you peel the rest of it of the other side and then you slap it on. Good to go. So here, we can do the same thing. We're going to peel off half of it. Now we won't have the other side sticking, so we can move it around a little bit. So first we're going to plop it down on the corner right here. Okay, perfect. That is amazing. Beautiful. Beautiful. Flip it around, and we do the band-aid technique. Peel it off, and lay it down. Gorgeous. Beautiful. Couldn't have done it better myself, because I did do it myself. Amazing. Amazing. That is exactly what I hoped for. That is so awesome. All right, and I think the rest of it is the easy part. Now we just got to put a little bit of this, and we'll put a few strips, one right here, here, and that'll be all. I don't have to be too precise at this point, but I've made it this far, so might as well. Now I forgot, last time this was a little bit of the tricky situation spot, so I'm going to try to do the band-aid technique again. I don't know if that's a real thing in skateboarding, but you know, it might just become a thing. So I'm just gonna peel off like half of it. And I'm gonna set it right on the marks. Perfect. I think that was the way to go. I think that's how you were supposed to do it. No, everything's still good. All right, and then we'll peel the rest of it off. You know, I think this is a thing. It feels familiar. I definitely feel like I've seen people do this before. That might just be the proper way to put on grip tape. So now there's just a few little details. I need one strip right here. Yeah, that's a pretty good strip as far as strips go. I think this one doesn't have to be necessarily straight as long as it's like seemingly in the middle. Is that gonna bother me? Yeah, that might bother me. Alright, there we go, nice and perfect. And I'm gonna need one more strip of that size again. And then I'm just gonna cut it in half, because we're just gonna put one and one on each side like that. Now this one, I definitely think I can just use the old eyeball here, right there. And set it down right there. I love this so much, I don't know why. And that is pretty much it. Now you just gotta cut out the sides. Alright, and then you grab your trusty old butterfly knife and start cutting. and your edges. And I would say we're done with this beautiful board, but we need some clear grip tape right here so this doesn't get ruined. Luckily, we have some right here. So I left this for the last part because I thought it should be fairly easy. I already have this, so as long as I trace this and cut it out, it should go on there pretty good. The only thing is, I would cut it a little bit smaller so that it fits perfectly in there. Perfect. And now we got our clear grip tape square right here. And then we gotta wedge it right into the corner. This is like harder than putting an iPhone protector screen on. Jeez. Okay, I think it's good. I think it's good. Let's give it a little bit of a roll. Are those bubbles? Voila! All right, that's it. Wow, look at that. Look at that board. Ain't that beautiful? I wish there was color on the top. I like the color of the whole thing. It would have been so nice if they put color on top, but I guess, I don't know, for some reason they didn't, which is unfortunate because I do like the color. It would have been so nice to have that on the top. But that's it. That is my idea of how you should grip tape a Beetlejuice welcome board. It is so nice. I love it a lot. If you would like to join me on my adventure to skating, I'll be posting videos on my skate progression, and hopefully sometime I can do some cool tricks. So if you want to stay tuned for that, go ahead and subscribe, leave a comment, and leave a like if you like the way that I set this board up. So thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you in the next one.